Everybody, this is Barry, one of the owners of the Revel. Today is episode 2 of Lunch with Barry with Time Machine and my friend Donovan.
Holla! That's it? What?
Thank you guys for joining. This is our second episode of Lunch with Barry, and I want to welcome you guys. So Earl, Wendy, and Donovan from Time Machine. And again,
Where the cameras?
yep, they're all over the place. Thank you guys for joining. First question I'd like to start off is, no one's seen Time Machine. How do you describe Time Machine?
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Diverting
Time machine.
already. She's diverting
Listen,
already. Yeah.
Well, we always say, like, you know, if you love music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, we do a variety of stuff. And not only that, we do a lot of songs that people forget about. You know, like
that's a good point.
Yeah, in different decades. You know, because usually when you go see other bands, no offense to other bands, but you hear the same kind of songs in there all the time.
Yeah, there's a certain group of bands. There's probably
Yeah.
50 songs they choose from.
Exactly.
You know.
But they're all really good.
They are,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's September. It's like there's a whole group of songs.
Yeah.
You're like, gosh, I've heard that song from that band the night before. Yeah.
But when you come see us, though, we'll pull out stuff that you haven't heard like in a long time, and then people are like, "Whoa, remember that song?"
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. You know, that's what makes us unique about for Time Machine.
Okay, so how long has Time Machine been around?
Since 98, 99.
98, 99?
Yeah, long time. It started as a disco band. Actually, we started as a country band. And we did country in the 90s. I know, yeehaw.
Did it start in Oklahoma or start
Yeah,
here?
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City, then you moved it here?
Yeah, and then we did a disco thing for a while. Then we went and did an 80s thing for a while. Then we were just like, well, let's just do everything. So we changed it to Time Machine, and it's just morphed and transformed into what it is now.
We still have a lot of country and a lot of disco still.
Yeah, we still do. We
It's
do
all-
all that.
So how long have you been in the band, Wendy?
Almost 5.5 years.
5.5 years. There was a rumor he found you singing karaoke. Is that
It's
a true
true.
story? That is
It's
a true
true.
story?
It's true. I will tell the story if you would like.
Of course.
Okay.
Is this the Hollywood version or the actual true story?
No, this is the true story. This is
Okay.
exactly how
We
it
only
happened.
talk true stories here.
Oh,
This is
I put a spell on you. Sorry.
Turn that off.
Sorry, my bad.
So, at the time, I was new to Dallas. I was bartending. My roommate and I, we used to love karaoke. We used to always go. So we heard that this particular bar had karaoke.
Mention it, Sherlock's.
you
Sherlock's,
said
you
it.
can mention it. That's okay.
Sherlock's. Okay.
Yeah, we can mention it. It's okay.
It's not there anymore, but
Yes, it is.
Sherlock's Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah,
Dallas.
yeah.
Dallas.
Yeah, so we went out one night to sing karaoke because we loved it. And we got there, we sat down, and all of a sudden this band starts loading in equipment. And I stopped the waitress and I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am."
I'm glad you looked at him and said, ma'am, not me.
Well, duh. But I asked her, I was like, is it karaoke tonight or is it a band playing? She goes, "Oh no, it's both. It's live band karaoke." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And she said, "You get to sing karaoke with the band." I go, "Oh no, I'm not doing that." And I told my friend, I was like, "I'm not doing that." So then she said, "Yes, you are. Have a couple drinks and get up there and sing." And I was like, "Fine." So I signed up. I got up there and I sang A Broken Wing by Martina. And then as soon as I got done, he looked at me and he goes, "Hey, before you leave tonight, come talk to me." And I said, "Okay." So then we sat back down. I got up and sang a little later. I sang At Last after that. Sat back down, waited all night long until they got done because I didn't want to interrupt them on their breaks. And then at the end of the night, they started loading out, and I walked over, over to him, and I did this. "Excuse me."
You remember me?
Yeah, and I said, "You wanted to talk to me," and he goes, "Oh yeah," and then I'm like, "Okay," and then he asked me. Then he goes, "We've got some Christmas private parties coming up soon that we need a girl singer for. Would you be interested?" And I was like, "Yeah." So that was that.
Also to add to that, when
Were you there that night?
I was there that night
Okay.
because I was hosting, and I remember at the time we were looking for a girl singer at the time, and when she got up and sang right in the middle of her song, Earl turned and looked at me and goes, "I think we found a new girl singer," and I was like,
I never knew that.
"Oh yeah," and I said, as long as she can dance, I don't
long as
care.
she can dance.
Yeah, that's my big thing was as long as she could dance, and then later on, like a week or two later, he asked me about her. I go, listen, as long as she can dance, I'm happy with whoever we could do. Because we had people come in and they could sing very well, but they couldn't, keep up with me.
You see some.
Lucky for me, though. Hey, lucky for me, though, I actually have a dance degree, so.
Yeah, so that worked out
That was
perfect.
good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the band?
Okay, you're 5.5.
Yeah.
So then I'm 6. Gosh, is it 6.5?
Almost 7 probably.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness!
probably.
So 7 years.
So how did he find you? So you got the golden ticket to be in the band?
Well, yes.
The
he did
golden
find-
ticket. What are we?
Basically
Charlie
the
and
same
the
way.
Willy
Willy
Wonka.
Willy
Willy
Wonka?
Wonka. Yeah.
It started out. Well, it started out with.
Charlotte Addison.
Yeah, Charlotte Addison. I came out to karaoke one time and sang, and we just became friends, throughout the band and everything. And then I don't remember. Did you ask me? I don't remember how it happened. I just remember.
I think you told me you're fixing to make a change.
Yes, something like that.
And I said, well.
Yeah, because I was in another band at the time, and I just remember we went and sat down and talked, and that
And the rest was history.
Yeah, and
The
all of a
rest is
sudden,
history.
it was. I don't remember who asked who or how it worked out.
I think you told me he's fixing to change, and he said, if I make a change, or is there any way I can work with you guys? And I was like, sure, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the money was good.
There wasn't no extensive interview process.
Yeah, no.
So I know a lot obviously about the industry, and it's a hard life. Sometimes it's exciting when you're up in front of 10,000 people, but it's a hard life. What's like your toughest road trip? Is there something that you always have on the calendar that you guys? I hate this road trip. Is there one that just stands out? Like I hate when you have to make this road
Yes.
trip. You don't have to
Well,
name the
there's-
bar, but you can say the city or.
Well, my least
Probably
least
both
favorite.
ours.
Well, my least favorite. Okay, well,
You can name the bar if it's bad.
no. It's well.
Well, we still work there. I wouldn't say it.
I wouldn't
okay,
say
there you
it
go.
either.
Okay,
No.
all right.
There's nothing that we really dread, but I mean, there's some drives
There's no venue.
No, the
that I
venue, the
hate.
venues are all great. It's
Venues
just the
are all
drive
great.
there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
It's
just tough.
My least favorite is going towards Shreveport. So if we have to go to Tyler, Longview, or Shreveport, or even further than that, because
Heading east. You just don't like heading east.
Well,
Yeah.
well, the main reason is because there's no planes. Because I like to fly everywhere.
He likes to fly,
I
so-
fly everywhere. So if I can't fly there, I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So So.
But the rest of us, we actually have a good time because we're driving in the van and everybody rides together.
Yeah.
And he's only done it a couple of times.
Oh,
But it's actually, it's
Describe your van. You showed it to me a few weeks ago.
16-foot box truck.
Pretty badass.
I got a wall about 8 foot back from the back, and we put all the equipment there. And in front of that, there's like wraparound couches, 3 bunks, big window unit
Nice
inside there to
carpet.
keep it cool. Nice carpet all the way. It's insulated.
It's like shag carpet almost.
It looks like but it is old budget rent-a-truck. But if you look on the inside, you're like, wow,
It's
totally,
nice.
Yeah.
He's done it.
totally
Yeah.
unexpected.
Yeah.
And he
showed
did it
me.
all
It's pretty
himself. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I had help, but
But I mean, as far as like building and like
yeah.
the bunks and the couches and everything, it was all
It's
his
very
design.
comfortable van. It's very
Yeah.
comfortable.
No, it's pretty impressive. I mean, I've seen all kinds of stuff here. We had a bus here a few weeks ago. One of the bands had a big old tour bus.
Oh wow.
We're not normally that type of venue, but besides that, yours is pretty damn nice. The other ones are just ragtag of
Well,
collection
and
of
we're
vehicles.
very,
They're just trying to
we
put trailers.
blend in.
Yeah.
Nobody would know.
True.
That's
That's true. Yeah. So what is your favorite place to play? Like-
Ooh.
Well, it used to be Glass Cactus. We don't I don't know.
They're
if they-
temporary
now.
closed right now. I think they're
They are.
renovating.
They're remodeling.
They're remodeling.
Oh, so hopefully we can get back in there. My favorite places in Dallas would definitely be Glass Cactus.
Besides the Revel.
Besides
Outside
the
the
Oh
Revel.
well,
That's assumed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I do like playing
You want to
here.
retake that?
Yeah.
Sir?
cut. Not gonna remove a lot of tapes that way.
Yeah.
I mean, we do more like corporate events than we do bars now, really. So we actually we get to play in a lot of really nice venues. Like I really like Gillies
No, Gillies is fun.
yeah.
in the big room. That's
Yeah,
really
like-
nice. Like the really big stages
Yeah.
are what
Bigger the
I
stage,
like.
yeah.
Only because when the drums are so close to me, it bleeds into my
Yeah.
mic, and then it just is louder in my ears. So with a bigger stage, I get a better sound
We play a lot of casinos.
in my
too.
ears.
Yeah.
A lot of casinos. And
Do you like-
casinos
you
are
like the
fun.
casinos?
We actually do. I
Oh
like
yeah.
them.
I do. Yeah.
Well, but here's the funny
yeah.
thing is they don't ever give you rooms in the casinos lots of times.
Well,
A lot of times,
Depending
like
on which
Windstar,
casino.
yeah,
Windstar
Windstar,
doesn't,
they put you
yeah.
down the street. You're like, wait a minute, you have
Yeah.
5,000 rooms right here, and you can't find 4 rooms for the band.
See,
or
we
5
always
rooms.
drive back home whenever after every
Yeah.
casino. Yeah.
Windstar's only 45 minutes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we just
that's an hour.
drive back home. So
But
we
a
never
lot of
stay.
them is shocking to me sometimes. Like, you can't put the band in a casino or in hotels. It's crazy. So let's talk about songs.
Okay.
What song do you hate playing? I'm gonna ask Earl this.
Here
Besides
we go.
Proud Mary, what song can you not stand?
Don't stop believing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hate it.
Really?
That's one of my
They
least
all
favorites.
hate it. They all hate. All the guys hate doing that song.
More than Proud Mary, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably right up
guarantee
there.
you.
I mean, I don't mind playing Proud Mary. The main reason I like playing Proud Mary is just because of the audience response to him.
Yeah.
I love
Because
it.
That's his most requested
That's-
song.
yeah.
People want to hear
That's
him do that
Time
one all the
Machine's
time.
most requested song, not just Donovan's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, Don't Stop Believing is probably, it's been played out. it's had its time. I mean, but
What song do you like? Oh, I don't want to sing this song.
Well, you know what it is? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. There's a difference between the regular show and then karaoke.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
at
Yeah, that's true.
karaoke, there's certain songs that my least favorite. Don't stop, no, like Sweet Child. Oh my God, Bohemian Rhapsody would be one too.
yeah.
You know what it is? Because no one ever sings it right. So it's just like, oh,
Well, but it's
shut
also like an
up.
8-minute long song.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
that's- unless you cut it, if you shorten it down.
No, that's true.
If you cut the track down.
I mean, it's really cool because we're one of the only bands, really, local bands, that would play, even tackle Bohemian. I don't think
yeah.
I've ever heard another band tackle it in town.
not that I can think of. Yeah.
But I mean, it's
I
just,
think if I heard one recently, but no,
Yeah.
not very often.
So like for me, there's karaoke and then there's regular band.
Yeah.
So on the regular band,
Yep.
I don't think there's not really something that I hate where it's just like I don't think I really my least favorite. I don't think I have one.
and we just have so.
Okay. Well, the
many
opposite.
songs.
What song right now are you like, man, I love this song that's on the set? Is there one that you think, man, I can't wait till this song comes up? Or one that you've recently asked to
Hey.
join?
Dark Necessities, maybe.
I love that song. Well, you know, we just added Straight Up from Paul Abdul.
I was fixing to say Straight Up.
I love doing
We
that.
do that
I
every
lo-
show. It doesn't matter if we're at a wedding, a
Yeah.
corporate, anything. Donovan will put in Straight
Yeah.
Up.
Oh, I love and people respond good to it. So
Yeah.
So for me on that song, that one, the one that you just added to that, I love that one. I forgot what it is. Come back to me on that one. Sorry.
A new one?
Yes. Well, it's the new one that you just added. Oh, I can't think of it. I can see you.
That she
performing it,
sings
too.
or you sing?
No, you sing it.
Okay.
I see you.
Well, I mean, Wendy, what song do you like right now that you've added recently? Like, man, I love this song.
That's really tough. You know, I have people ask me all the time what my favorite song to sing is.
I'm
What's
sure
your
it
favorite
changes.
song?
It changes. It's got to.
I don't have a favorite song. And I don't even remember. Like, I'll catch myself in the middle of a set and a song will come up and I'll be like, "Ugh, this song. But I don't ever remember after it's done what song it was that I was like, "Ugh, this song, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I have my most requested song people want to hear me sing, but then after
Which
that,
is?
Bang Bang.
Yeah.
People always want to hear Bang Bang from me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
She sings it very well.
well, thank you, but that's what I mean. Like, other than that, people don't really request a lot from me.
What do you like?
It's just Bang Bang.
Yeah.
What do you like to play? Should be something that's.
My favorite song is probably Let It Whip still.
Yeah.
I've liked that song since '81 when it first
Great
came out.
song.
And I was playing in church only at that time, and it was kind of sneakily listening to different stuff and just all the bass stuff on it. I've always loved that song.
You didn't play that song in church, did you?
Oh no.
Okay. Amen. Hallelujah.
So
Hallelujah.
you know, being together as much as you guys do. I mean, obviously there's fighting and joking and carrying on.
Oh, there's
There's all the above, tears and all kinds of stuff. But any practical jokes? What's the, like recently? Any big practical jokes you played on each other?
There's really no time. I don't really.
Really?
I mean, I don't know if we ever pull pranks or practical jokes on each other, but we
gosh,
laugh.
it's so hard to
I
think
mean,
of.
Laugh at each other all the time. You
All
have to.
the
You
time.
have to.
I mean, me and the guys, kind of a different camaraderie between me and Jared and Mike. I mean, and even Zach now. There's a lot of inside movie jokes.
I
that
definitely
we
say
just
Mike
like,
Lee is the
He's-
funniest
he's
person.
Oh my
definitely the
gosh,
funniest.
He is so quick-witted and has a joke for every single little thing you
Every
say.
single thing in
So
the
he
world.
really keeps everything really light.
Would
and
you say jokes
happy.
or puns? He has a lot of puns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of puns.
He's the king.
And
of
he's
the,
very
he's
literal.
Yeah.
He's the king of the one-liners.
Oh
I mean,
yes.
I could say the one.
He's so funny.
That he said at Sherlock's one time, but I mean, it's. Remember the Bruno Mars one?
Don't
No.
say that.
Wait, I want to know.
No.
I'll tell you my
It's
favorite
not a
one.
curse word. It's not a curse word, but
Go ahead, say
But
it.
it's-
I have one
We're-
for Mike too. That's still my favorite one.
my
to this
favorite one
day.
of all time. Philip was playing drums, PB was playing drums for us. I mean, and we all about fell out. But someone was singing Bruno Mars, and Mike Lee was like, "Well, you just heard some Bruno Mars. Now here's some Philip Uranus."
Oh my God.
And he said that on the microphone, and we were dying.
You're like, oh shit, that's.
Did he really just say that?
My favorite one of Mike. I told my favorite one of Mike is we were at Windstar, and we were at Woodstar. And this lady, she had a little too much to drink. She's on the dance floor. And she peed on herself.
Oh, God.
But after she did it, no one told her. She just kept
on
dancing.
going.
I remember that night.
Kept on going.
And then after we finished the song, Mike Lee on the microphone goes, if you ask that lady, her favorite Disney movie is Peter Pants.
I remember that. He's
I
always
remember I
quick.
started crying, laughing.
There's just so many.
Yeah, there's too many.
Windstar was a lot of
Yeah.
funny stuff happened.
Oh
at
my
Windstar.
gosh, lots of stories at Windstar.
I mean, the things you guys have seen in the last forever. I mean, every night you see something.
yeah.
Just about every time you're like, oh, did
Yeah.
you see that person? Did you see that? And, you know, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
And we're quick to, like, especially me, like if something's going on the dance floor, I'll be like, look at that, look at
He
them.
always calls everyone out.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
sometimes not in the nicest way, and it makes
Well,
me
I
really
wouldn't say not the
uncomfortable.
nicest way. Just listen. Just between being nice and being truthful, there's a difference.
Well, you can get away
So
with
you're doing it as a
I
public
said it.
service? Just to call them
I
out?
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are thinking it, but no one's saying it. And then I do, and they're like, oh, he actually said it.
That's why I let him say it, because
Yeah.
he can get away
Yeah,
with it.
like this my favorite thing to do is like when people like we're performing, right, and doing our thing. People right in front of us making out heavily, and I'll be like, just stop. And
They're
then
in
like,
love.
everybody look at them and you just watch them. Some of them get real nasty.
They like it, though. They like the attention.
Earl and Wendy.
So I think, from my point of view, hanging out is the best part of the job.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
close friends,
Yeah.
doing what you love. Obviously, you have to love music if you didn't do this. What's the worst part? The travel? Is it the
Yeah.
grind? Is it the hours? I mean, is there a bad part?
I like to say, people ask me all the time, like, some people don't believe me when I say that I get to sing full time. Like, the band is my full time job.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, they're like, that's really cool. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm really lucky because I enjoy what I do and it's not work. And so it's like I'm essentially doing, I mean, like, I get to do what I love to make money, and it's not, I don't ever want to complain about the travel or whatever, because in my mind I have to remind myself, well,
It could
you're
be worse.
doing what, it could be
You'd be
worse.
punching the time clock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
8 a.m. to 5
Yeah.
a.m.
It could-
Traffic every day,
Yes.
and you know, doing the grind.
Yeah.
You know, not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say for me, it would have to be, I don't want to say boring audience, but like when you're not getting like the best response. Like a good example is like if we do a corporate event and there's a casino, you know, in the background, like, you know, and sometimes like, you know, you're playing, but they're doing the casino parks. They,
Yeah.
a traveling
Yeah.
casino.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah,
bring
because
it
it's,
into the
it's
room.
a time limit or whatever, so they have to get that out of the way before the band. So then, like, you know, the first two sets, you're
Yeah.
performing your butt
Well,
off. and
because
then-
you guys get the energy from the crowd.
Exactly.
And if there's no
Most
crowd
definitely.
there, you're like,
yeah,
all right, let's just play. And, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and then when the crowd there, obviously you feed off it.
exactly.
You know, because
exactly.
it's no different than, you know, pro athletes or anything else. You know, they're hurting, they're sore, they're tired, and then get out front of, you know, in the game,
Yeah.
boom. You know,
Yeah,
same thing.
exactly.
You're like, I
Yeah.
don't want to be here. Get
Yeah.
the grind, and then the lights go on, and a bunch of people. And
Yeah.
You get the general. Yeah.
And we feed off that. I mean, especially you and I. I mean, we feed off the
We
crowd energy.
definitely
Oh
do.
man, like the more crowd response. Oh, the more we go to work.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then
The
we
more
start
calories
sweat-
we burn.
Yeah, oh yeah. We start, oh yeah. It's awesome.
So I'm going to change topics here, but first we're going to talk about, so they're coming back here on April 19th. So make sure you buy your tickets online, get here early, you can reserve tables. Hell of a show. They don't play very much in public. You don't. I mean,
Not
Do a
really.
lot of
maybe just a
privates.
handful a year, right?
That's our next public show.
Yeah, next public show is April 19th. I strongly encourage it. When we opened, they were the band we had for our kickoff night, so that kind of gives you an idea of what my thoughts are on this
right.
band.
That was a fun
It
night.
was
I remember that night.
I could pick any band, and it was you guys.
Yeah.
So
And we appreciate
gives you an
that.
idea.
Yes.
He's a smart
Oh,
individual.
Well, other than
We got
opening a bar,
money.
other than opening a
Right.
bar, you can't be that smart. But anyways, okay. So tell me a little bit about Station 90.
That's our.
This is when we leave.
That's when they don't really care for Station 90 much.
Yeah.
It was basically started because people kept requesting 90s rock songs at our karaoke. And so all of us guys, the musician part of the guys in the band were just like, we should do like a side project thing and just do 90s rock and fill in some basically open days. And so we started about a year ago and got Presley Beggs to sing with us, and it's just all guys, and it's fun. Just a bunch
Is there
of
an
90s.
instrument he
good.
can't play?
Any instrument I can't
No,
play?
that Presley can't play.
No, he
I
plays
know, right?
everything.
He's
That's
so
talented. Oh my
He's
gosh.
absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
He can sing. He can play anything in the world.
Yeah.
2 or 3 at the same time sometimes.
He's even
yes.
got a on one of our gym blossoms too. And he puts on the harmonica and
Yeah.
over his mouth, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
playing acoustic and playing the harmonica. It's pretty cool.
He's really
People
good.
don't realize how much talent's in this city.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it's just
It's ridiculous.
and they'll never get discovered, quote discovered, just toiling away. But they're just amazing. People like Presley. I mean, he shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should be somewhere making tons
And
of money.
he
but-
just made he did a brilliant thing at Windstar with their Station 90 show, and it was so good. If you haven't seen it, it's on the Station 90 Facebook page.
Yeah.
But what was the song that
Well,
he made it up to?
A lady came up and brought us a whole $5 tip to play Tom Petty's Breakdown. That song Breakdown by Tom Petty, and I was like, I'm sorry, man, we don't know it. I said, but I know the bass line. I started playing the bass, like, doom, tick, doom. And so we ended up playing the whole song, and Presley just completely rewrote the lyrics
In
of the
that
whole
moment.
song about Windstar.
About Windstar.
Yeah, it was
on the fly. Boom.
On the
Oh
fly.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
Presley
amazing.
though. That's how
It was
he's
perfect.
great.
And it had me like on the edge of my seat waiting
was-
to see what he was gonna sing next.
Oh,
Like it was
it
so
was
good. I was like,
hilarious.
what are you gonna say now about Windstar? But none of it was bad. It was all accurate and
Yeah,
like
it was amazing.
like parking and like I mean like
Valet.
yes,
It was
ballet
great.
and casinos and like just it was so good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good job, Press.
Okay. So we're going to take a break. We have lunch coming, and we'll be back in 2 seconds. It's crazy how that ties those things together. I learned something last time. All right.
What are you doing?
Welcome back for the second half of Lunch with Barry. We're going to have lunch real quick. First thing is let's toast.
Yes.
Let's do a little quick
Cheers.
salute. That's right.
I love it. Oh.
Let's talk about what we have here. Those of you guys who don't know, great music venue, but we're also a fantastic restaurant. So I think, Donovan, you have the barbecue chicken flatbread.
Yes.
Wendy has a chipotle chicken sandwich with
Yes.
onion rings on the side and a side salad. Earl's going healthy with chicken Caesar salad, but he's going to cancel it out with some fried pickles. Okay. And I have the barbecue smokehouse burger with fries and looks delicious, which I haven't actually.
Is your mouth big enough to?
I don't know how I'm going to have to
That's not
crunch
a
it
burger.
down.
That's a burger.
Yeah, it looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? So, actually, I haven't had that burger yet. So, I always have it. We have a steak sandwich that I love, and
Yes.
we usually would have.
Can I borrow this, baby?
You can have that. All right, put it back. We're good. All right,
Okay, yeah.
go ahead. Let's eat, and we'll talk as we eat. And I'll try not to eat talk with my mouth full. So, anyways,
I'm gonna bless my food first, though.
Oh,
Y'all can go ahead.
Hallelujah.
Go for it.
Oh, you do it for everybody.
Dear God, thank you for this meal. Thank you for this opportunity to come in here and talk about our band and what we do and what we love to do. And please just use this food to nourish our bodies. And let's have a fantastic part 2. Amen.
Amen.
okay. Let's see.
Sponsored by Onion Rings.
Sponsored by Onion Rings. All right. Who was? And we're going to get into some personal topics on this side.
Uh-oh.
This side. I know. We talked about advanced stuff. But I want to get a
No,
little.
I mean,
I want to know
No,
what you
he's
guys.
talking about the food.
Oh, delicious.
He always
Are they-
likes to come.
Oh my, good and delicious. Well, they're beer battered, made here. They're not those frozen ones that we like saute or marinate. I don't know what we do, but we do some with the onions for
He
like
said,
a
"I
day.
don't
They sit in some special stuff for a day before we even cook them.
That's really
These
good.
are my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat some of your pickles too.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Here, I'll trade you one.
I don't know who has fried
pickles
pickles with ketchup, but
Me.
we're gonna see someone who has fried pickles with ketchup.
It's amazing.
You won't taste that. Feel good. Excuse you.
All right. So Earl, while you're pouring ketchup,
Yep.
who has the most influence? Who had the most influence on your musical career? Like, how'd you get started in this? Did your parents? Were they
Parents,
music?
my dad.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole dad's side of my family are all musicians, and just being in church. My grandpa's a pastor, and aunts, uncles, all of my aunts and my dad. Everybody just played everything, so it just kind of came second nature to me.
Well, why'd you pick the bass?
Well, I started on piano. My mom put me in piano lessons, but when I was about 8 or 9, we went down to my grandpa's church, and everybody was playing instruments, and I was a little bratty kid over there saying, I want to play something. And my aunt Teresa, she goes, well, just pick up that bass right there, and we'll play I Fly Away. And here's how you do. You just play these 3 notes and alternate them. And it just immediately I heard it in my ears, and it just kind of came to me. And my aunt went out and grabbed my parents, and my parents came out at the church because they were in the parsonage, which is a house where the pastor lives back in the old times. And my parents came out, and my aunt said, okay, play it again, Earl Dean. And so we played it again, and the next day my dad bought me my first bass.
Oh, cool.
That's
were you?
cool.
What do you think?
8 or 9.
8 or 9?
Yeah, I was young.
Did you do like the band in high school and any of that?
No, not really. I mean, after 2 or 3 months, I started playing in church every week. I mean, I was really young playing in church, and I just grew up.
What other
playing.
instruments do you play?
Piano, guitar, drums, trumpet, trombone, French horn.
Do you have all those at home?
I don't, but I played on high school band and stuff like that. So.
And your dad plays how many instruments? 14?
Over 20, I think.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
read music?
It's crazy.
Can you read music?
I can.
You can?
I'd rather read like the Nashville chart numbering system because I can transpose on the fly just like that.
Wow.
But I love it.
Let me talk to her while you eat for
Sure.
advice.
I got
Do you
my
play
pick.
any instruments?
I don't.
What do you want to do? A lot of singers love to play. Like, I wish I could play the piano.
Yeah, I
that
wish
where
I
you're at?
could. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, my sister and I had one of those, had a keyboard growing up, you know, that would light up when you, and I learned a few things that way. And I mean, I don't know, when I was a teenager, I played around with trying to write my own songs and whatever, but
She
I'm
wants to
not
play
very
acoustic.
good. I would love to be able to play acoustic. Well, you know what I really want to play? I want to play the drums. And I keep trying to find someone to teach me, but we're so busy, like there's never really any time. But I mean, I could never get the system down.
You want to do like drums or like percussion, like how Juan does, or
No, I want like the whole, I want to, yeah.
drums?
I want to get,
do it again.
yeah. I want to get in there, yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I would love to be able to play piano for sure.
So how did you start singing? I mean, something as you're a little girl, because that's a gift. Some people you can train, but like no one can ever train me to sing. It's impossible for me to.
That's true.
It's not in my nature. I don't have the ability.
It's different because I mean, like you can teach someone to dance,
Yeah.
but it's really hard to teach someone to sing.
You can teach them to be a better singer if they can sing, but if they can't sing, they can't sing.
Yeah.
Well, you mean dancing? No, if you can't dance, no matter
What,
what you
if you
do.
don't have rhythm,
Yeah,
don't have
you
rhythm?
can't.
I mean, you
No.
gotta-
I'm a very good teacher.
Okay, but I want to. Okay, I'm gonna bring some of my friends to you and be like, I want to. Yeah, show me something.
Okay. I can teach them something cool. I taught Mike Lee.
It'd be hard to teach me how to dance good.
Not that he's a bad dancer.
Yeah,
I just taught him how
that's
to
not
do
part of
one
my
simple
genes either.
step. So anyway, no, I sang my whole life. I was always like, we had a karaoke machine growing up, like a little one. And I would literally, after school every day, I'd go in our game room and I would sing on my karaoke machine for hours. And then, I mean, this Time Machine is like the first band I've ever been in, this kind of experience. But I did, in college, sing in my church band, which was an actual live band too. So that was like really my first experience, like actually singing with
Did you
a
do
band.
choir in high school?
Oh yeah, I was in choir from, elementary all the way up to high school.
Yeah.
Choir, really, sight reading and all that kind of stuff. We did it all. Choir competitions, we came to Dallas for all the time. Then we would go to Six Flags after we won, because we were awesome. That was lame, sorry.
So Donovan, do you play any instruments?
I do not.
Do you want to?
No, not anymore.
No?
When I was in middle school, I played saxophone. Actually, take that back. The very first instrument I ever played was a tuba. I played the tuba for you. I did.
That's awesome.
I did.
I can picture you blowing a tuba.
You just. All right, there it is. There it is. All right, so now.
No, seriously, like a sousaphone, a big sousaphone.
There it is. No, the very first instrument I ever played was a tuba. Was a tuba, and then I did that for a year, maybe. Then I went to a saxophone. I played saxophone for like 2 years. After that, then I was like, you know what? I really want to continue to sing. Okay, see.
Okay, see, yeah, that's where he's from. How'd you know?
So
have you been singing ever since you were little?
Yes, little boy. It runs in my family on my mom's side. My grandmother sang in church, you know, and then my mother, I don't think she sang in church, but she's always had a singing voice. So just like growing up in the house, always music playing all the time. So I was never taught. It was just a natural thing that came to me. And then with my influences that I have, you know, with you know, Tina Turner, Janet Jackson, Earth, Wind and Fire, you know, like seeing them on TV, it was always, you know, performance, you know, always, you know, and that's where I got a lot of my influences from. And also too, I'm more of an entertainer than a singer. I sing well, I believe, but you know, but I love entertaining more. Yeah. But I love entertaining more than, you know, sing, you know, performer first, singer second, kind of in a way. You know what I mean? So I've always done that.
So you just mentioned a few artists, Tina Turner, some others. Who do you idolize? Is there like?
Well, Tina Turner's my
Tina?
absolute
Well,
favorite.
obviously with
Yes.
the shirt, but I mean,
I
how'd
just-
that get on there? I don't know.
Shut
And
up.
not just
Every
that
shirt
shirt,
you wear.
every shirt he owns.
Every single one.
No, I really just grabbed the shirt.
I've actually
and,
seen her in concert, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
back
seen
in the
more than
day
you.
when I was in school in New Mexico, I worked security and I worked her concert one day.
Uh-huh.
So
You worked her concert?
as security.
Nice.
I worked the barricade up front. Yeah.
You said in Mexico? Is that what you said?
New Mexico.
Mexico.
Albuquerque.
Oh, okay, cool. What
Yeah.
year was this? I want to know.
A long time ago.
You don't have a.
Well, I know what
Well,
year.
you're only
Okay.
20 something, so you
Exactly.
probably
Right.
wouldn't
So
even
wait.
know.
It was in the late 80s.
So then it had been the '87 tour. Break every
If
rule.
you have it memorized, you probably tell me
I
what date
do.
it was.
I have 'em, yeah.
Tingley Coliseum at what day?
I can look it up.
So, hell of a show. She put on a hell of a show.
She's
So,
awesome.
if you had, besides Tina, who else do you idolize?
Okay, see, so Tina, and then
Who's your second choice?
Janet.
I mean, it depends. Like as far as, I mean, Janet's a close second. I mean, as far as like Tina's like the whole package for me. Now, as far as like like stage wise, I would say Janet's, Janet and everything. But singing wise though, I mean, like I have a lot of people who sing better than Janet, who I love, like Celine Dion, amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like Bruno Mars, Bruno Mars.
I saw him in concert last time.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I would have seen
He's an
he's.
entertainer.
I think we were all at that
Probably.
concert.
I think everybody in Dallas was at that concert. My Facebook was
It
flooded
was like
with
2
Bruno
nights.
Mars.
I think it was
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
nights.
Yeah,
You know,
we were there.
Yeah.
It was
You know.
amazing.
Best I've ever seen.
yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You know, Patti LaBelle. You know, like the old school stuff. You know.
Patti!
You know, so yeah, so for me, it's like I kind of separate like the singers from the entertainers along with singers. So like Bruno Mars would be like the whole package again. And Beyonce, she's. Oh, I don't want to say anything bad about her. So Beyonce's great there. Leave it alone.
Queen
Yeah.
Bee.
Yeah, Queen Bee. So like
Tell them how I feel about Britney.
Britney Spears.
You like
You
Britney?
say it on the mic all the time.
Listen, Britney Spears is a good entertainer. Listen, the bitch can't sing. I'm sorry, she can't
She
sing.
doesn't need to.
She
doesn't need to.
She doesn't need
Men
to.
like you. See, it's men like you guys.
gosh.
I'm sorry. Listen, imagine her on American Idol. She would not make it past top 12.
She wouldn't
She
even
didn't
get
have to.
She wouldn't even get picked.
Yeah.
She wouldn't get
She wouldn't.
She wouldn't even make it to Hollywood or any of that stuff. So it wouldn't happen.
Oh, baby. No,
Hey,
come on.
if Mike Lee didn't make it, then
Yeah.
that
true.
says
So,
something.
Yeah.
who's your favorite, Wendy?
Martina McBride, hands
Really?
down. Yeah.
Another great singer who I would love to see in concert.
Oh, I did
Oh my God.
when I was 18.
I saw
and it
her
was
open
magical.
for Garth in American Airlines, or maybe a reunion. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right when she was like first discovered,
Oh yeah,
it was like amazing.
she's so good. I remember that night. That was
She's
an interesting
great.
night.
And Earl, favorite?
Probably Bruno.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you really like Huey Lewis and the News and Earth, Wind and Fire and
Well,
those types
I
of
would have
things.
thought you liked country too.
I love country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
love
I love
country.
that.
Who's your favorite country artist right now?
Right
so
now,
much-
probably nobody.
I'm not into
It's
bro
country
country
now.
right now.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
struggle
in-
with a
I
lot of the
can't
current
handle it.
country.
You know, I actually like Tim McGraw a lot. I love all Tim McGraw stuff, but in the '90s when I was playing country, it was like we were a band, so it was more like Diamond Rio, Restless Heart, the big vocal band, because we never had the amazing singer in our band. We was just harmonies. So I love harmony bands. Eagles, Diamond Rio, Black Hawk, another
Get you-
band in
get
the
you a bunch
'90s.
of those.
So a lot of good country stuff.
I will say my absolute all-time favorite band
Get you like 4 or 5 of those.
is
Time
Rascal
Machine.
Flats.
Yeah.
Rascal
Time
Flatts?
Machine.
Really? Time, it should be
It's
Time
Time Machine,
Yes.
which I've seen Rascal
You can
Flats too,
keep
and they're
the
amazing.
white sauce over there. if
I don't want the. You want the white sauce?
It's
all
ranch.
ranch.
It's ranch.
I don't want
You don't
it.
want it?
No, I like ketchup with mine.
Okay.
Crazy.
You never had a fried pickle with ketchup? You
Oh
should
my
try it.
God.
I know it doesn't work well.
I don't know. I don't know about that. So have you ever written any original music
Oh my
Oh.
and
gosh,
performed it?
have you?
And performed it?
In the '90s with the country band.
Yeah.
We haven't really written any in Time Machine.
There is one that Jared has been working on that I want us to do. It's a country song, and it's really good. So I'm hoping that we just kind of sneak it in there. And then,
Jared's very, very talented.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great guitar player, incredible guitar player, actually, a great producer, and starting to write a lot of good stuff. And he does a lot of side project stuff on his own,
yeah.
with his home studio stuff. And it sounds really good.
yeah.
So who is the most famous person you've performed in front of?
In front of?
Yeah, that you were, Time Machine or whatever.
George
that was in
W.
the, that
Bush.
was in the audience.
GW at that Christmas party we did. You were
Well, and y'all did that country
GW,
guy.
who?
there. George W. Bush.
I wasn't there for that.
I wasn't there for that either.
Yeah, maybe you.
This was back before you started them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing a big private party downtown, and
Was he still president at the time? No. That wouldn't have been.
No.
It would have been Obama. So he was
yeah,
already
it was
past president.
Just
Okay.
right after he left office, and we were playing remember that big lawyer firm party every Christmas party, and in walked a bunch of Secret Service agents and George and Laura.
That's crazy.
And it was like I was like, whoo, that's cool.
Was it intimidating?
Well, it was intimidating with all the Secret
Secret
Service
Service.
people and everything, but I mean, it was really cool. And they only stayed for about 30 minutes, and then took off. I guess it was just an appearance thing because his daughter was given some kind of award from this law firm that we played. So it was really cool.
Well, and y'all did what? Trace Adkins? Who was it? No, it
No,
wasn't Trace Adkins. Who was
I
it?
played with Toby Keith a
Toby
couple
Keith.
of times.
Toby
Did
Keith.
his daughter's wedding, and we did
Yeah.
his wife's birthday party.
Oh, football player. What was that Halloween show that we did where he was on stage? He was like singing.
Tony
it.
Romo.
Oh my God,
Tony
Tony
Romo.
Romo.
No, we were doing a Halloween party last year, a
Mm-hmm.
corporate Halloween party, and on our break, I hear somebody yelling on the microphone.
Oh, you're gonna say shame on you.
I hear somebody yelling on the microphone, and I'm like, who in the world is on our PA? Because we were like in the break area, and I walk down there, and I walk up on stage, and Tony Romo's with the wireless microphone, singing along with our break music stuff, and I'm like, hey bro, and then he turns around, and I go, oh, Tony Romo, what's up, buddy?
And he was singing on my microphone, so I heard everything in my
Yeah.
in-ears.
It was.
He was fun. He was having a good time.
He was.
sing?
He wasn't great though.
No, we're not going to talk
okay.
about his singing. We're not going to talk about his singing. I will tell you this about his singing: that even his wife was like, "Get off
Yeah.
the stage
Stage.
right
She
now."
was. Oh.
The one that I can think about that in the audience right before he passed away, Kid Craddock.
Yeah.
Like right before he passed away, like a month or two beforehand. We were doing a show. I forgot what it was
Private
for.
party for them.
Private party. Well, okay, he was there.
He was there.
Yeah, and we took a picture with him and everything.
He,
And then, like,
he danced all night.
all night long. He danced.
Yeah.
And then about like 2 months later, he passed away. It was
Yeah.
so heartbreaking.
Yeah, when that happened.
If you have a night off, who do you go see? Like,
Our television.
I was gonna say our televisions, our families.
if there's a band or like one of your peers, who would you go see? Not to say anything wrong about anyone
No,
you
I
wouldn't
know,
see.
I
I'm
just-
just curious. Like
Any of them, honestly.
Yeah, if you want to go see.
Yeah, no, seriously, I would probably go see any of them because he's been doing this so long. We don't typically go out
You
when
guys
we have
never.
a night
Well,
off.
but here's the thing: you never had nights off, so you don't
That's
have
true.
a chance to.
I was
That's
gonna
true.
say, I never.
That's why
yeah,
I want to see
yeah.
all of them. There's so many that I haven't seen yet, and I know the people like personally. I just haven't seen their band yet, and I really would love to. But
No,
See, that's what's lucky. What I get to do, because the different bars I own, and if you think about it, I've had one of them for 10 years. If you add that and the second one and this one, I've probably seen. And don't get me wrong, I don't say sit and watch the whole show, but
Right.
I've seen probably 1,000 shows
Wow,
in
yeah.
10 years. If you look at there's 2 a week, 52 weeks a year,
Yep.
all the different things. And so I've seen darn near everything. And and I've talked to a lot of your peers, like, man, I've never seen them. Never had a chance to see them. And you know each other because you may see each other at Memphis or you see them.
Yes.
And you know each other and you know who they are. And because, everybody changes seats in bands, it's
Right.
musical chairs all the time, constantly. But you never get to see each other play. And that's it's crazy.
Hardly ever.
I love how you see musical chairs. That's one thing about Time Machine is that we stay
You guys
steady,
are-
like pretty
Pretty
much.
much.
Yeah.
Compared to other ones,
Yeah.
you guys are like a rock
Yeah.
solid. I mean, these other ones, every day it's like, oh,
Yeah,
that
I
one
know.
that one went to there,
I
that
think
went to there.
Jared's
Yeah.
the last person to join the band. It's been.
Well, Zach.
well, Zach.
Oh yeah, well Zach, that's true.
But before that, Jared.
Yeah, Jared was so like but
Drummers.
that's enough.
So, what do you guys think about like today's music on the radio and stuff?
It's very hard to cover.
Not even that, but it's not.
Do you even like it?
I mean, no. I mean, there's no. Again, I mean,
I
growing
like
up,
some of it. I like some of it.
some of it's okay, but like I grew up, like kind of like on the old school where like you use actual instruments and and it was just not like one beat and just like and then like no one really sings nowadays to me like either
Yeah.
like no one's really singing like everybody's always like
All auto-tuned and all kinds of. It's
yeah.
all fake.
Yeah, and then also too like I cannot stand when that one tone the whole song where the whole song they're like this the whole time. It just it irritates me. Like no one really today sings. You know what I mean? That's why like the newest song the newest one that I can think of besides Bruno Mars was like Dark Necessities from Chili Peppers. You know,
That's a good one. I like that
yeah,
one.
you know, because the bass and like
The bass is awesome.
yeah, like I mean,
love
like
that song.
it's greatly produced, a great song, you know, but like like you said, it's hard to cover a lot of stuff today because it's just
The most recent songs we've learned are a Kenny Loggins tune and a Doobie Brothers song.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we play them all the time now.
And
Yeah.
instrumentally, they're
And it's
so fun to play too.
the
Yeah.
early 70s is
Yeah.
when they came out.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
mean-
thing too, like especially like you know like being in a band, you know, you need like you know those instruments and that you know, not that just that one beat and just you know boring you know to me.
Well, you want
know?
something to challenge yourself.
Exactly.
Because you've played the same. I mean, between that, you know, I mean, and many people don't know that you guys do karaoke on Tuesdays,
And Wednesdays.
Tuesday and
Tuesdays and
Wednesday.
Wednesdays at other bars. We also have karaoke here on
Thursday.
Thursday. Rock band karaoke, just for you guys to see real quick. 8
With our
o'clock on
good friends,
Thursday.
Live 80.
Yes.
Live 80.
Yes.
Not competition because they're not doing it on Thursdays. Come here and sing. Last night, I was here last night, which today is a Friday, but here last night we had probably 10 little girls go up there and sing. It's crazy. All
That's
their family
awesome.
brought all their kids up and future rock stars.
Oh, you can have
that's
kids
so
here.
important.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's so important too. Like the kids love it. Like
Yeah, we don't have any age restrictions here. People call, hey, can we? I don't want a place to be like a bar. I want it to be more of a venue.
Yeah.
And so when we have people, they call up, hey, can I bring my 17-year-old kid to watch Back in Black?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, their parents, that's their favorite. AC/DC's their favorite. And
Yeah.
if you guys ever seen Back in Black, they're pretty damn good.
They're real
It's
good.
crazy how he looks just like him and acts like him. But anyways,
Oh, that's good.
that makes for a good tribute band though.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the parents want to bring their kids to show, hey, this is the band I liked when I was growing up. But then back to the singing, you know, all ages. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of
awesome.
nice where a lot of places you guys play, it's 21 or older.
Oh.
Yeah,
and
because
nothing else.
Majority,
the
yeah.
bar
Yeah.
scene, you know.
Yep. So getting back to the last few topics, while we're talking about things that are happening here,
There's onion
so
rings.
we have
yeah.
trivia every Wednesday night. We have live trivia. Come win some money. Okay. We also have every Friday and Saturday night. We've moved the bands up earlier, and now we have a DJ that starts at 11:30. So every Friday and Saturday night we have a DJ, and we have 4 or 5. But the primary one's DJ Una. If you've never seen her, she's amazing. She used to play at
She is really good.
Yeah, Blue Martini and some other
She was
stuff.
here last time that
Yeah.
we played.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
she's
is
really
really
good.
good.
Unbelievable.
Earl actually
I actually
said,
walked over to her and said,
Yeah.
"You're a great DJ."
She reads the crowd.
She does.
She reads the crowd. I
Yeah.
mean, it's unbelievable. We also have our second annual crawfish boil
Ooh, that's where I'm at. I'm
on
coming. Where's
April
that?
14th. And go to our Facebook page. So facebook.com Revel Bar. Go to our Facebook page and you can buy tickets ahead of time to make sure that we have enough crawfish for you. And it'll be about 4 hours. It'll be a Sunday. I don't know. Is it Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon? I don't know, 14th, but whatever. April 14th at 2 o'clock.
Let me find out because if
Actually,
it's a Sunday,
sorry.
I'm there.
April 14th at noon to 4.
What's 12 to
It
4?
is a Sunday.
It is a
I'll
Sunday.
Be there.
April 14th, noon to
12 to
4.
4.
On a
And then
Sunday.
on
there.
April 27th, April 27th, we're starting Sunday brunch.
Ooh.
And we have a little stage out here on the side, and we're going to have acoustic on the patio. And we will have brunch every Sunday from then on, and we'll have just some acoustic. If the weather's bad, we'll bring it inside. Your favorite breakfast specialties, you know, French toast, omelets, all the good stuff. Plus
Oh, I love
this
breakfast
terrific
stuff.
menu, so you can have this terrific menu and our breakfast menu.
Oh, I love
So
breakfast.
starting on April 27th.
It's
Few other
funny when you
things.
showed that. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So it's funny when you showed that that one.
This one?
Yeah, because it says right there. It says until 2 a.m. Remember how back in the day midnight was a cutoff time? Back
It was in Frisco, midnight was
Oh
cut
my
off now.
God.
Yeah.
Like midnight was like that was it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
At
I
midnight.
mean, one of the lessons we've learned here is a lot of people leave right after the band, and I want to keep a reason to keep them. You know,
Exactly.
and there's, you know, we have a little older crowd that comes sees a lot of these bands, but then we want the young kids to come and dance and hang out.
Of course.
etc. A few other items on the calendar I want to, you know, we talked about earlier. Time Machine is here on April 19th. Get your tickets. Go to our Facebook page. There will be an event shortly if it's not on there. We also have a Guns N' Roses band on April 6th, which we have, and it's GNFNR. Heard a lot of good feedback. I haven't personally seen them. Back in Black is back on April 12th. With Crawfish Boil on the 14th, I talked about Le Freak is back again on
Ooh.
May 3rd. I strongly encourage you to buy your tickets ahead of time on that one. We were packed to the gills. Phenomenal show. And we had a cancellation, or we had a last-minute edition of Velcro Pygmies again on May 18th, and we weren't scheduled to have them till later in the year, but they had a cancellation while they make their Texas tour. Those of you who haven't seen Velcro Pygmies, they're a hair metal 80s. They're very famous in the Southeast and have like 100,000 followers on Facebook, and they play all the colleges and stuff, and they put on a hell of a show. So those of you, please join us on our Sunday brunch. Our patio in the back is phenomenal. We can't really see it on here, but it's phenomenal. Come hang out, have a margarita on the patio. We'll have live music on during our brunch. And then I'm trying to think what else we want to talk about here. Oh, so if you need video and sound, DM Event Productions is your group. They're the ones that are doing the stuff today. They did our one last time. Strongly encourage you, reach out to me. I'll get you in touch. Do a phenomenal job. And they will hopefully continue to do this for us in the future. Okay, a few more questions and then we can wrap up our lunch and let you guys get on to, where's your gig tonight? Get a private? Or
I'm at the house.
You have a
We're
night
off
off?
tonight.
Night off?
Yeah.
Well then, thank you for coming here on your day off, because
Of
usually
course.
you'd be sleeping all day, and I appreciate you guys coming. So
She's actually she is asleep actually.
she's been asleep since we've been here.
Yeah,
right?
she's not awake. She's
I had
actually
my
asleep.
coffee. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, so I know the answer to this question, but I was going to ask you anyways. Tina Turner or Donna Summer?
Tina Turner.
I know.
What? That's actually on there? For real?
I make questions ahead
Oh,
of time.
okay.
Yeah. I did, but I couldn't find another one for Tina Turner. I struggled. I was like, oh, Tina Turner, what?
I mean, yeah.
Donna Summer, when I was growing up, was my favorite. It's one of my first albums I ever bought was Donna Summer. Crazy.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why, but it was.
Love to
All right,
love you,
Christina
baby.
Aguilera or Carrie Underwood?
Ooh.
God, those are hard. Both.
It's a tough question. See, I'll put some thought
I don't
into
know. I
this.
love Christina's talent and like how she does her vocal runs. But I love Carrie because she's Carrie. She's solid. She's
Yeah. It's a tough one to choose.
She's an Okie.
She is.
okay. Well, we can forget about that.
Hey, put you on the spot. Do Christina Aguilera run real fast. Do it now.
And I'm going to ask you about two more Okies. Toby or Garth?
Toby.
Okay. Now that I've known you've played him and you've met him and you know him more, but
Now he's paid me a couple times, so
you have to say that.
I will say this.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to Christina all the time. Carrie didn't come around until later.
Yep.
So I kind of feel like I have an obligation to Christina. But I still love Carrie too. It's not like she'd be watching
No,
this.
you never know. Hopefully she will.
Oh,
No, you didn't diss her. So anyways, thank you guys for joining us for lunch.
Thank you
I
for having
appreciate it. Hope to do these more in the future.
Yeah.
And again, look forward to you guys coming back on
April
April 19th. Time Machine, April 19th. Hell of a show. Go follow them on Facebook. You know what your Facebook page is?
of course.
Time Machine Band Dallas.
There you go. Time Machine Band Dallas or
I go, of course, and then I look at both of them.
Facebook.com/, I don't know.
Instagram, Time Machine.
Wow.
Ish.
If you go to timemachinetheband.com, it's all on there.
There you go.
Timemachinetheband.com has our Instagram, has our Twitter, or there you go. What is it?
Time Machine the Band on Instagram.
Time Machine the Band.
They do privates.
Comment.
When your daughter gets married or your son gets married and you need someone to come knock out incredible entertainment or corporate events. All the above, right?
Engagement
Everything.
parties,
Engagement parties,
anniversaries.
We do divorces
But you can
too.
have all those parties here. We have special events, we can have it here.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Oh,
That's a
in
good
this,
idea.
look
In this
at
venue,
you.
go to this venue.
Look at you. See, I like it.
Cool.
Like
Once
it.
again,
Good idea.
thank you guys. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having us.
That's a wrap.